So drums, you practice a lot. Sometimes in public.
Is this your bit? Like,
Why? How? What is practicing like? I've seen you play an entire like new album live for people. That's
why?
because it seems difficult. I don't want them to see. It's so intimate.
Every instrument, and you're coming on here like, I'm cool, I don't care about drums.
Master
I care about everything.
I don't do any of them particularly well though. That's the secret. Check. Oh, baby, when you broke my heart. Yeah, you can cut it. Hello.
UK boy, Mark Morrison.
Is he really?
Yeah, and after hello.
Hello.
Hey.
You know Mark Morrison Law?
No, I know he returned somewhere, but I didn't know he returned.
No, he returned. No, he was the Mac. He
Yeah.
returned, and then after that song, he went to jail for like holding up a post office or something, mail room, whatever.
Post office, good.
What?
Here.
You guys got post offices?
Yeah.
Oh,
Question one.
yeah.
Question one. You guys got post offices?
Oh, yeah.
And then he went to jail. I don't know. He might still.
You ever hear it going postal?
What?
Yeah,
Going
go ahead,
postal.
Postal.
It's all
Me too. That was me today with American Airlines.
nice.
Hey, guys.
Welcome.
How we doing?
Hello, welcome
everybody.
Yes. To the first ever HardLore Downbeat collab. This is us.
Oi, that was banged up in like fucking 5 minutes by Colin.
He's a
Yeah.
wizard.
That's true.
But here's the problem. I look like Harry, but I am
Because of the hat, the little hat.
the hat, the beard, the weirdness.
But you have the boyish charm
Just
of
kidding.
Macaulay Culkin.
I can imagine you using aftershave like a motherfucker. Hello, welcome to we're here to celebrate the Better Lovers Christmas concert. Give it up for the Better.
Some of us brought production
Yeah.
for this.
This really is the perfect example of metalcore and hardcore. That was your bit. He said that before.
Yeah, I actually made that joke before, and he didn't even laugh. Reuses my joke at you. 300 people laughing.
Slaughtered, killed. So welcome. First question, Craig.
Is this how you do? Straight in.
I'll go straight in. We don't have that much time. They're busy.
I
They gotta
can't-
shoot.
So
I
much
cannot
time.
not see you. I have to see you.
Thing is, Craig, I need you to tell me about doing PCP in India.
Whenever you're ready.
This is like my icebreaker story anyway. So this is great. We'll break some ice.
It's freezing here.
First off, I've just done, this is my last day of like a Downbeat podcast tour. And thank you to anyone who, I see some faces that came to the other ones. And I spent most of it talking about drugs. Except I didn't tell that story once.
Oh, perfect.
And now I'm kicking myself like that was a good story. So
Save the best for
Here's my
last.
what do you know?
I know you did PCP in India. Was it on purpose or accident?
Let's go. Okay, so I had an old death metal band. Can everyone hear me at the back? Because we're good, we're good.
We're good?
Too loud, too quiet? Is that all right? Because they're coming in a minute. I had an old death metal band, and we split up. It was like MySpace era death metal.
What was the name?
Viatrophy.
Hard.
Oh, wow.
And the name came about from literally like sat there stoned with my friends, just like, we were like Googling ways to die. One of them was just atrophy, just complete atrophy of your muscles. Wouldn't it be
Sometimes
shit
just go.
to die via atrophy? And then we all went,
Say that again. Say that again.
we should start a fucking band. Anyway, we like split up. We were like semi-big in the UK, semi. Sorry, I live in America now. Figure that out. Would you say semi-big?
You could say semi.
You could say semi.
What about if
The one that
That's semi.
on is
what
that's
if you're talking about?
That's a semi.
that's a semi.
That's not a semi.
Semi
Trust me.
semi boner.
Yeah.
Really?
English is crazy.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Aluminium is the one that I think is going to take you a while. Because we do not fuck with that here.
No?
Petrol, get out.
Yeah, get.
Yeah, but what do you do if there's diesel? You must have diesel cars.
Oh,
Yeah, you say diesel.
we
So you got gas and diesel.
yeah.
And ironically, neither of them are the right word.
Well, neither of them take petrol, but one takes gasoline and one takes diesel. So
Oh, I forgot gasoline as a word.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of like gas in your house.
No.
If you were going to kill every family member at once. And
Different gas.
were you in New Delhi or where were you in India doing PCP?
way more professional podcast than mine. That section would have went on for
I'm excited.
Yeah, I want to know this.
Each other's show because then we do the stuff.
Yeah, true.
You got big shirts, we got little shirts. You know?
It's true. Long way of saying it. My old death metal band, we split up, and a guy from India who was like some businessman was like, I never got to see you guys live. If I paid for everything, would you come and headline a festival in New Delhi? And we were like, we all fucking hated each other at that point, but we can be bought. And it was like, he asked me, and I was like, oh, let me just patch up all these friendships real quick. But I did that, fine, because it was my fault, obviously. Sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. By the way, do you want to come to do this India thing? And it was in the National Institute of Technology, a university in Delhi. And he'd booked it out. Who's that? That's an email. Oh, AG1, you can't talk about PCP, bro. So, oh, this is getting filmed as well. Fuck. Sorry, boys. I'll invoice me for that one. So it was at a university, and we get there and we do the show, and there's like 5,000 people. None of them have heard of us. It was just this guy just wanted to pay for it so he could see us once. We had like confetti cannons and all this shit. After the show, promoter, loose word, promoter comes up to me and goes, do you guys want some weed? And at that point, me and our bassist smoked weed, and I was like, yeah, we'll take some weed. And he goes, do you want the good stuff or the bad stuff? And I was like, well, if I'm not a mathematician.
I want the bad
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think, idiot?
I want the good stuff, sure. Comes, has this joint, rolled it up. Me, the bassist, the promoter, smoke this joint. I start feeling really fucking weird.
Training day.
It's essentially training day in India with deathcore and a bit of a fringe. And, sorry, bangs. Fuck. I'm going to get...
No, we got.
I'm gonna get
fringes.
extra-
Fringe works. Fringe works.
Okay, well,
There's tons of devastating, life-altering haircuts here that they're all the same. Don't worry about it.
so I start feeling really weird. And then the next thing you know, and I just promise you this is 100% truth, I snap into consciousness, staring at myself in the mirror just as I come, with a shower head blasting water up my arse. Like literally, like I go from, oh, I feel really weird to I'm back in my hotel room, 1 mile away, by the way. Nah, and I'm like, this is, sorry.
Yeah.
More like that kind of thing. And then like, you know.
Did you have your own room, or were you sharing with the...
No, I was in my own room. He paid for everything, bro.
So where does the PCP come into play? I don't get it. That's not just a daily thing.
Weed? I'm getting to that bit, bro. Do you do that on weed often? I don't know. But I literally, like, fully into consciousness, and then I realised, like, I'm tripping.
Oh.
I'm fully fucking tripping. Great wank. Like, don't get me wrong.
So
Unreal.
the shower head up the ass.
Yep.
Well, the water.
I'm gonna did PCP inspire that, or is that something you do normally?
That's what I was asking. That's why I asked, when does PCP come into play? This just sounds like a normal Tuesday.
Yeah, this is just crazy.
So what I have deciphered from the whole situation is, I don't know you guys, ever done a drug?
No.
I smoked oregano in 6th grade. I wrapped it up in computer paper. Because I watched my dad smoke all the time, and it was like, this is obviously the coolest guy to ever live. So I poured all the oregano, the crushed red pepper, all the good shit. Anything you would put on pizza, I've smoked it. In one single computer paper joint. And when you light paper with a bunch of oregano in it, it goes, and immediately evaporates. Tasted unbelievable.
Yeah. Did you jerk off?
Didn't jerk off. No. Haven't done water up the ass.
You got
recreational.
bad herbs, bro. What I've deciphered happened was in India they have handheld bidets. So shower head is like a loose term. They've got these handheld bidets. What I've deciphered, if you've done a lot of Class A drugs, which I have.
Which ones are those? What's A?
Oh, like the good shit.
He just
Not the
means the
fucking
quality. Like the.
I forgot this is there's so many straight edge people leaving comments.
This is new for me. This is when I get to learn.
I've stopped doing drugs.
Whoa!
Yeah, I've stopped doing drugs. Yeah, I know. Crazy. Still fun.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
We don't really have pubs here, so you're shit out of luck.
Yeah, that's why.
You guys have a couple. There's Adolph's. There's a tavern here called Adolph's.
I'm sorry.
What's up with that? And it's good. Huh? Adolph is Irish?
I'm gonna.
My history might be off.
Yeah.
No. You're on this.
Don't know what you guys are telling, but so basically, if you do a lot of a Class A drug, you can't monetize this. Now you're fine. Oh, it's not first. Who cares?
Yeah.
You didn't laugh. They'll be laughing. Sometimes you get what's called the like come up shits. So when all the
you don't need Class A drugs for that. Trust me.
No, but like when all the do you drink caffeine?
Oh yeah.
Take
Loads.
Okay, cool. So when you drink a lot of coffee and you need your shit, it's not technically.
All I need is to smell the beans, and I am.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the same. If I smell a cigarette, I'm the same. But with certain Class A drugs, they will make you evacuate your bowels immediately. So what I've deciphered is I smoked whatever I thought it was. Started to come up. I was at the venue, which was a festival in India. Now, you know what festivals are like not in India.
Yeah.
So times that by India. And then I was like, I need to shit. I need to go to the hotel. No recollection of what I did between the mile of the venue and the hotel.
Who knows where you shit?
Fuck knows. Literally,
Yeah,
I've been shitting
that
up
was
way.
Temple of Doom. You did the whole thing.
There was like cows on the side of the road when I walked back, and I was like, "What have I been up to?" Like just a trail of destruction. I come back. I've obviously done the shit, gone to use the bidet hose, and went, "Oh, oh, pretty good." Yeah, exactly like that. Done the wank. Anyway, come back to the venue. Our bassist just rocking back and forwards. Like, he's never smoked weed again since. And I was coming up to him, I'm like, mate, you've just got to have a wank. You've just got to have a wank. Just come with me, you've just got to have a wank. He's never smoked weed again. The next day, I spoke to the promoter and I was like, what the fuck was in that weed? He was like, oh, you said the good stuff. And I was like, yeah, what's that? And he was like, like angel dust. And I was like, oh, PCP. And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, you could have told me.
We should get into PCP.
We gotta get some. So drums, you practice a lot. Sometimes in public.
Is this your bit? Like,
why? How? What is practicing like? Does it benefit you performatively? Does you guys? I've seen you play an entire like new album live for people.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Why?
Because it seems difficult. I don't want them to see. It's so
play
intimate.
like every instrument, and you're coming on here like I'm cool. I don't care about drums.
Master
I care about everything.
I don't do any of them particularly well, though. That's the secret.
No, don't come on here. I don't have natural talent. So what I need to do is just practice at all times. You know, and I practice a lot. I'm bored, and
so you're bored. You play drums.
Yeah, you know.
That's crazy. We hate it. We're clocking in when we're practicing.
When I get home from a tour, I don't touch a guitar for months.
Really?
Yeah. It's the best.
I always talk about how much I hate drums, but now I feel like maybe I love
I
it.
think you like drums.
I think you're a drummer.
You're sick.
Yeah.
You just said they're sick though, so why aren't you practicing? You must have practiced at some point to be good.
Because you do it when you're 16, so that when you're 17,
desk.
you're done.
Yeah, but I took loads of drugs. And then it just empties the brain again. It's a whole reset situation.
Cool.
Now I could probably not do it,
Oh.
but I still...
You do it every day, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I see you on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's you.
Any good?
Oh, you're great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So are
I
you.
don't know how you do it.
I wish I could not practice, but I think it's a mix between like a crippling fear of getting worse, which doesn't exist.
No, I got so much worse.
Oh yeah, so I'm good then.
I'm so much
You're
worse.
doing good. I'm not saying you should stop. I'm saying how.
What's this specific practice routine?
How and why. Now, I know the why.
Oh, no.
How does a band from New York find a lad like yourself? How did you end up in Straight from the Path? Who approached who?
Okay, so I toured with... I used to drum tech for Architects.
Mm-hmm.
And we toured with Stray a bunch. We stayed in touch. Tom Williams, who's in the back there, shout out.
Tom. He booked this.
He posted on Facebook, I believe. I'm trying to think if it was Facebook or MySpace. No, it was Facebook era. He posted something about Adele. We stayed in touch, but we didn't really talk. He posted something about Adele.
She's British.
She's British. She's also a class traitor.
Explain.
I don't know if you know this. She got very annoyed about her taxes. And it was at the same time that he posted something positive about Adele's music. And I wrote underneath it something horrific, which I won't even say on here. But it piqued the interest of political activist Tom Williams.
Who's this guy that hates Adele? Holy shit, he's really good at drums.
Yeah. So he hit me up. It was literally one message. And it just said, "Do you want to join Stray?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Okay, we'll figure it out." And that was it.
Nice.
And we figured it out. Like, they knew I could play drums because of all the practicing and on the internet.
So,
And they knew we could hang out. You know what that's like. That's the main thing.
yeah,
You don't have to be good.
We've never spoken before in person before today.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is good.
Our first time meeting was today.
Having a great time. I've actually met you once.
When?
Harm's Way at the, I want to say,
He's such a piece of shit.
Cardiff. I want to say Cardiff Barfly or one of those type venues in Wales.
In Wales?
2013.
That would have been with him.
That's ages ago.
That would have been with you.
I wasn't.
We didn't play Cardiff in 2015.
We didn't play.
Oh, maybe Newport or Bristol, one of those. If I was in, that would have got so much of a pop in the UK because
Yeah.
they
Well, I was born in Bristol, Connecticut, so that popped.
two different countries. They are two different.
Thank you.
Is that close?
We're just out.
Did deserve a clap then.
Yeah.
So they're like two different countries, and that would have got a pop anyway.
Well, my apologies for not remembering.
Why did you say that would have been him?
Because I was there. What?
Why?
2013, we toured Europe together.
Yeah.
So we would.
So you just didn't care to meet me or what?
What band were you in 2013?
Twitching Tongues.
Yeah, that was the show.
Oh.
Wasn't Cardiff.
It must have sucked.
I think it might have been Newport. If anyone that isn't us,
Oh shit! It was Newport. It was the first.
That's for sure.
First show.
Brutal.
We had to unload the whole fucking trailer.
Horrible.
I didn't meet you, but I remember meeting you because everyone in Brutality Will Prevail said you were a legend. So
Oh.
I introduced myself to you, and they didn't say anything about you.
I've never met them. I don't know.
There was a part during that show where it was just me playing a transition, and the wall wart to the pedal board fell out.
I remember this.
You remember that?
This is 11
Because it was that embarrassing.
And it was just bang and.
And I was like, this is the cool guy you were telling me about.
Yeah. Fucked up.
So you posting your drum writing processes and all that, I wonder while you're doing that, is Tom, are you the songwriter? 50-50.
Yeah.
Craig, drum-wise,
So
Are they pre-programming some of the things to the riffs, or are you doing all that?
You just fucked in the head.
Because there's a lot of that. The like metalcore drum nuance is something that's hard for me to wrap my head around, just technically. Is some of that the asshole guitar player?
he
like,
cannot fucking use a mouse,
Okay.
let alone fucking worst guy in the world at programming drums. I love him, but so the normal process is, which started in the pandemic, is I would just jam, and Tom would be in, we'd do it on Twitch, and Tom would be in the chat, and I would jam a cool beat. Tom would say, I like that one.
Yeah.
Then I would go home and program it to then send to him, and then he would write to that. So
drums first.
a lot of guillotines, drums first, like a lot of stuff is drums first.
That's not normal.
Was this on a live Twitch channel or a private one?
I like live one, we just did it.
We did the same thing, but we wrote Common Suffering through Twitch a lot, but on a channel that no one knew, so that no one could join.
Anybody ever join?
You're missing out.
It's too scary. Way too
Yeah, but they hear the shitty riffs too, and they go, "Oh, thank God they didn't put that shitty one."
No, but that's been amazing, honestly. I did get like normal and not funny, but it's been amazing for my like imposter syndrome that I know at a Stray show, anyone that actually cares, you know what it's like when you play a show and you have the anxiety and you're like, if I fuck up, everyone's gonna fucking hate me. And realistically, the percentage of people who are actually drummers is very low, or guitarists. And then realistically, the percentage of them that would have realized the mistake is very low, so you've got nothing to worry about.
Oh.
But you still worry. All of the people that have been on my Twitch have seen me be absolutely dog shit. They've seen the worst. It can only go up from there. So for like performance anxiety, it's amazing.
Do you think people noticed when my guitar came unplugged at Newport?
100%.
I remembered it 11 years later. So
Are you more anxious for something like this or playing with Stray?
playing with Stray, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I'm like I can't even look that way.
Yeah.
Really?
Scared.
He's the funniest. He's always Mr. Cool Ice. No problem.
mean,
All the time.
Look
And
at
it's-
this lovely.
I am
He's
very
decent.
familiar with the pattern of this wall.
You know what?
Isn't it funny?
Do you know what it is though? And it is to my own discredit and to your credit. Even today, I've seen the man at work.
That's not.
Like, that is like you are locked in. How do we do this? Even backstage, like we're workshopping things to talk about and all this stuff. Whereas I'm like, I'm going to talk to someone. I hope they're funny.
See, that's what we did for our first ever live one, and I think it was the one of the great historical disasters.
It was fine. It was in Manchester.
I hated it.
He hated it.
It's on. You can watch it. It sucks.
Well, I've just done 5 and 2 of them were shit. So
Speaking of things to talk about, what's your favorite conspiracy? I had to write that down.
I mean, there's a new one.
Here we go.
Couple of
I don't think that's real.
maybe a fucking week
That's
old.
not a conspiracy. It's real. McDonald's was in with the CIA to catch this guy.
Okay, so we're disregarding that
But
one.
you're not talking about the self-service kiosks. Listen, don't get me started.
Identifying Luigi?
McDonald's caught this.
No, that's 100% what I'm
Okay,
talking
good.
about.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a fresh one.
It's fucked up.
I'm trying to think of one that I actually truly believe, without like getting you completely demonetized.
Yeah.
The Britney Spears one. Shout out to Emma Emma Boster from Dying Wish over there. She introduced me to the Britney Spears thing. That's not Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah. The body double stuff.
Yeah.
Well, now she's saying she's 5 years old and driving a Honda. What is it? She said a Mazda Corolla or something, which is not a car. She just said She's saying I'm 5 years old.
I'm 5 years old.
Which listen.
So they've replaced it with a 5-year-old. That's the proof.
Ooh, there's also Avril Lavigne, right? Paul McCartney.
Andrew
Also-
WK.
HWK.
Both dope.
Andrew WK one time played Rainfest, but it wasn't him.
No.
Emma? That's true.
You think it wasn't him?
No, it was not him. It was one of his guys. He has a team of people who go and perform as Andrew.
No way.
I
swear to God, he wears his hair down the whole time.
Shit. MF Doom did that all the time as well.
Well, he's got a mask. Andrew WK has a gorgeous, handsome face.
I always think that with like bands like Sleep Token, it's just like imagine you could just take a day off.
They're the biggest band.
Dude, and they don't.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, they were like, the bass player just had COVID or sickness or something, and they just used bass tracks.
Do you know what? I don't listen to it. It's not my cup of tea. But like when I saw the singer not perform when he could have quite easily gone on tracks,
Right.
I was like, fair play, respect. Like,
They're a real band.
take a real band,
real shit,
taking
man.
the time off. And then the bassist on tracks, I was like, nah, it's just bass.
Yeah. Drums on tracks, which Better Lovers just had to do. Wild move. So respect to them for pulling that off. That's fucking unbelievable.
Very
That's definitely extenuating circumstances
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Respect for that.
That's nightmare shit, and they pulled it off. So I don't even know how.
Was it so weird not having a cymbal rattling right next to you? Oh,
Nice.
perfect.
But that's a band that you don't play on Click, correct? So you had to do a whole show on Click for that.
No, our sound guy took Goose's best performance, and we just played to that.
So you just played to a recording of...
So technically still real.
Yeah, it's real.
Right, yeah, still...
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah, good for you.
Never heard of anyone ever do
Wait, what's your favorite conspiracy?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I want to thank everybody for coming here today. We're going to finally start the podcast episode. I don't know, man. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff. I love tunnels. Admitted tunnels. How about the celebrity Autobahn? The actor bond? You guys know about that?
The what?
There's a tunnel system in LA that is called the
I thought
actor.
you were going to go on the other tunnel system
No.
conspiracy, which is incredible.
Not being.
Oh, that's...
We're
that from this
remaining
kind of podcast?
monetized. There's the actor bond. It's a series of tunnels that are under where you live, so that people can get from point A to point B. There's things like Starbucks down there. There's all kinds of stuff. There's people who now their NDAs are expiring. So like a story is a girl went out on a Tinder date, signed an NDA, went to some crazy ass party. Her NDA expired, and she's saying, "Yeah, we were on this tunnel system. We were underground for like 15 minutes. And suddenly we went from Long Beach to Venice." Or something.
I've seen actors in traffic.
Sure, but they're not big enough, dude. Gabe,
Gabe has seen actors in traffic. You believe in the tunnels, Gabe? Get this fuck.
actor bond.
I don't know.
That's a fun one.
I don't know. Can you imagine being so famous that you can't pick your nose in your car?
Is that a thing that's happened?
Would that ever stop you?
Wait. Is that based
You could
on
be the
something?
president.
Pat photo knuckle deep, I'd be devastated, but it would be like, yeah, I'm a human being.
Is that based on a celebrity getting caught doing that, or you're just saying?
No, I think about it sometimes when I'm picking my nose.
I think that's awesome though. Like you know the Ben Affleck photos where he's just holding Duncan.
Dude,
Bum.
An American hero.
Like I would love that.
But
He's so bummed in all of them, and dude, there's so many drinks every time.
Every time. What's he up to?
well, I've heard that those were staged.
No.
I'm not trying to be a bummer.
Drinks all 5, Bo. Come on.
He's a big dude.
He's a big guy. So tell me about, you don't have to tell me how you broke your back, but I want to hear about breaking your back, making a record, and immediately going on tour. Why'd you do that?
We had a discussion. We had a discussion before this about not talking about this.
No, we don't have to.
Yeah, here it is.
No, the good part. This is the triumph.
The inspired,
back is already broken.
the climb.
broke my back.
And-
broke my back. Long story short, I cannot be killed. By myself or otherwise.
Amazing.
It fucked some stuff up. Sorry, Tom. We're good now. And then we had to move the album recording by 3 months because apparently all of us were like, broken back will be healed in 3 months, surely. Ends up it wasn't.
Does that plague you to this day, the back stuff?
I started taking an app for it. There's an app for that to fix things.
There's a back app.
Couple of laughs from the big lads in the crowd there. Yeah. There's an app for it.
Really?
Yeah, you load it up in a syringe.
Ah.
No, I went to a doctor. It wasn't healing. I went to a doctor. He went,
Now,
Yeah.
British doctors
Yeah.
Good? British healthcare. Good?
Most prolific serial killer of all time, highest death count was a British doctor.
Who was that?
Dr. Harold Shipman. He killed a lot of people.
So he's good at it.
The best.
Well, did he get caught?
The best at killing, maybe not the best doctor.
We know his name.
He got caught. He's
not that
If you
good.
take him away, British doctor's pretty good, depending on if you are seeking drugs. I think America is really great at just giving people whatever they fucking want, which is probably not a good thing. And British people do the complete opposite because of the healthcare system. They're trying to save money. They're trying to save the money. So it's like, oh, you're depressed. Yeah, maybe you can take this but not have therapy. Whereas in America, they're like, oh, you're depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much money you got?
This is why CEOs are being murdered. Which, let's be honest. Let's be real here. This is objectively speaking, I feel this is undeniable. If every CEO in the world was fearful of being murdered on the street, I think the world would be a better, safer place. Right?
Two albums about it. That's all we write about these days.
That extends a long way.
Yeah.
Politicians.
CFOs.
Is anyone called Mario here? You got any Italian Americans? You have the opportunity to do the funniest thing. I'm not going to tell you who,
Yeah.
because that would be inciting something. Is your podcast on Spotify?
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
Just wondering.
Do you think doing this, the podcast, versus which do you think is more difficult for you?
Podcast or what?
Like coordinating a podcast and guests and doing all that, because to me it's like exhausting. Versus, I mean, I haven't written a song in like 2 years, so that's bad. But so maybe that's harder. But
I thought the podcast was easier, but you still do remote, don't you?
Yeah.
I fucking got rid of that like 6 months in, just based on the amount of admin, the getting out people's files. You do a whole episode and someone's fucked something up, all that shit. I was like, nah, I can't do it. So that
to this day.
What's that like?
So once I switched to doing it in person, it became so much easier than any of the music stuff. And then I always thought like, oh, I'll do a podcast tour because that would be more chill. Like I've been more tired the last week than I've ever been on tour. Like it's just 2 hours of brain.
People think this yapping shit is easy, man.
I'm getting drained right here. Anyway, my thing. Anyway, we did the studio. It hurt a lot. And then we went straight on tour. It still hurt. There was a point when my legs weren't working correctly. So I was like trying, like, it was the weirdest thing. Like really simple, like drum patterns.
Yeah.
The ones that used bigger movements was just like not working. So that was difficult. We did 2 tours, recorded an album with a broken back. And then I went to I'll say this, I don't care. I went to a doctor and I got given something that they call the Wolverine stack.
Fuck yeah.
Which is like, he was a real doctor. Wasn't just a guy, right? I'm pretty sure it's legal. My name was on the bottle.
Yeah.
Bottles, plural. And it was like 3 peptides that are for like human healing. I don't promote this because I don't know. It's gonna be like the substance in like a year's time. I'm just going, my back's fine, guys. But like, I got given this Wolverine stack, and it was like it's just a bunch of peptides.
I'll take a Wolverine anything.
Bro, it fucking worked so well. It was like 3 months of my back still hurting, everything fucking fine. And then 6 weeks, back was fine, legs were back, grew a beard.
Holy shit.
So drugs good?
Drugs good.
I don't think they're drugs though. I think those, the things that are on it, I can't remember the names. I just, okay, let's go.
I took peptides for some elbow pain. Didn't do shit.
Didn't do nothing.
So expensive.
Craig, what are your thoughts on
You're so pro. I love it. Bro.
what are your thoughts on touring Europe as almost a European?
I've just done 5 days of content based on this.
On this, okay.
I'm more interested to know yours and then to give me my insight. Because
Okay.
you know full well, the UK is not Europe.
No, it's not at all.
There was a whole thing where we left it and it's completely fucked
Yeah,
up
what are
the
your thoughts on
economy.
that? You lost the EU passport. That sucks.
It sucks so much.
Yeah.
Did that in some way make it easier for you to come here, though? Like to move here?
I think
that was part of it, wasn't it?
no, and that never transpired.
Do we want British people here?
Like him.
Like you're allowed to just move here? That seems insane.
I got the big.
Why can't everybody do
I
that?
got the big dick visa.
Yeah.
My visa literally says on it, and this is not a lie, and this is not what I think of myself. We've
Big
done
dick?
this. Imposter syndrome. No. It says alien of extraordinary talent.
No way. Tom DeLong. He knew.
So literally today at the border to get an because I had P1s. I'm on an O1 now. I had P1s, which is like the shit muncher fucking. Oh, yeah, we'll let you in to do a bit of work, then you have to go home. They always grill me at the border with a P1. They would always be like, "What are you doing here? How long are you here?" Blah blah blah. And then even just today at the coming back into the States from Canada, they were like, "Oh," the cop was just like, "Oh, O1s, couple of O1s in here," because it was me and Brendan. And we were like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Must be real famous."
Wow.
And then he had my wrong passport, because I got a passport with my O1 in it, which is my old one, and I got a new one. Just let us in.
Wow.
Didn't even check it.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, so I can be here, bro. To answer your question.
Europe.
I mean,
No, you're right in that England is not.
Britain. Come on, there's more than just...
Well, I've never been outside. I've only been to Wales. Never been to Scotland or Ireland. So
love Scotland. Never.
I've been to Scotland. I used to live there until tomorrow. I moved to Nashville tomorrow.
Welcome.
Thanks.
But yeah, Europe is fucking.
It's another planet.
It's
I would say the European passion
It's just fucking.
is unrivaled.
It's so
It's a different kind of passion that I think.
fucking.
Yeah.
Well,
Holland is okay though. I like Holland.
Netherlands,
Yeah,
Belgium.
the Dutch are cool.
yeah, I know where you're going. Is anyone here German? They're like officially German. German accent German.
Kannst du Deutsch? No.
Right. Doesn't matter. And
That lightning's not going to strike twice.
where you're going is the honesty thing.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fucking insane.
Well, they're just ruthless.
Yeah.
They're ruthless to you. And if you suck a little at all of your respective instruments like me, that ruthlessness really gets you.
The German people are very... They have a thought, they'll tell you it straight away.
Yeah.
Without thinking about your feelings.
Feelings.
They come up, I preferred the shoes you were wearing last time. Literal thing I heard at merch. Which, you know, I can accept that in some circumstances. In other circumstances, not so much.
Right.
I always thought that everyone was exaggerating the German honesty thing. And our first night there was in Essen, Germany, and there was a guy who had been messaging the Harm's Way account, just saying, "I'm so excited, you know, blah blah blah. Can't believe you're coming to my town." And he came there, and we were kind of talking. I was like, "Hey man, you know, grab a shirt. This is 2010. It's a shirt, like."
Prime German time.
Yeah.
They were really ruthless then.
Shirts were huge. Into
He looked at the shirt and he went, "Nah," and threw it back at me. It landed on me, and I suddenly knew everyone was telling the absolute truth.
So he asked to taste it in M and then threw it at you.
Yeah.
It's another thing they do.
Beautiful.
I like the Eastern Europeans, though. I'll tell you what, Polish people are cool.
I mean, realistically, they're all cool. We're just, you know, it's a culture shock. You're talking about you hate being there. You hate the no handshake. You know, I went down the people route. You mean you hate the the food.
Jumping directly into water.
Yeah.
That's Italy. That's not Germany.
Oh yeah, no, that's Germany.
Hey, beg.
They got
on
the
my
shelf.
hands and knees, beg you to differ.
They got the shelf in Germany.
The shelf in Germany? I thought the shelf was like Holland.
Oh, I've shelved.
They got
nationwide.
shelves. You know what they got in
crazy.
Italy is the fucking hole.
It really
I like
makes
the
you,
hole.
Italy's the
don't.
hole. You'll take the hole over the shelf.
No, I love
Who doesn't
the
know in Italy there's just a hole in the ground that you shit into.
It's a porcelain hole.
kind of fun because you can stand up and it feels like you're just shitting.
I genuinely think that like that's what we were meant to do.
I mean,
There's
yeah,
this.
toilet.
It's like in terms of relief and
Great
release.
fucking
Now,
squat. For
yeah, but check this out.
insane.
That's what he
So
does
much
on
better.
his toilet.
This is not for this.
That's what he does. I'm not joking.
Guys, I'm
we
right
got a
here.
hole.
Guys,
You got a hole.
we're talking shit. What? Oh, the hole. Oh, no, sometimes I'll go straight up here on the seat.
Sits like that on the toilet.
You got a squatty potty.
Oh yeah, that's not enough.
He puts his heels on the toilet.
Bullshit.
At home only.
How big's the fucking toilet?
Big enough.
Do you not like end up breaking the seat or whatever?
I've broken a seat or two. They're cheap.
Barefoot?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna.
Non-negotiable.
Sometimes I do it on the one where it's like not a finished seat, you know, and there's a little bit of porcelain there, and the heel slips on the porcelain. That's a,
Yeah.
but you gotta try it. Everybody try this technique tonight. You're not gonna believe how much more there is. You got a bidet?
I wish, bro.
Dude, they're accessible now. That's the other thing. You get this technique down. You spray a little water up there first. You're primed like it's never been before.
I will never leave the house, bro.
I don't.
Wanking all
It is,
day.
it is actually shocking how, like, we just got back from a pretty long one, or a pretty long tour, I should say, not a shit. And
We just got
Colin and I just got back from a really long shit. We just got back from the Hatebreed tour that was really long, and by the end of it, you're missing your bidet. I'll tell you what.
Dude, we travel so seldom now that like day one, my hole is wrecked.
I tried to say that in a way for you guys not to hear those words. So I tried. Tried to
I got Prep H wipes in my backpack right now.
I don't think it's in the UK.
They-
I don't think we can get the bidets quite as easily.
No, you can get them now.
No, well, it doesn't matter now.
If only there were like a ton of bidet companies that might be watching this.
No, but that's what I mean. Well, if Brendan Murphy is in the crowd now, I don't know if he is. He's probably gone somewhere else. He got a free one.
There he is.
Brendan got a free one for drinking out of a toilet, drinking out of the bidet.
Oh, I shan't be doing that.
Oh, you squirt straight in your mouth? That's awesome.
And then he got a free bidet from it.
It's sink water.
Content.
It is sink water.
Well, now I got the bidet that when it goes away, it cleans itself. You could drink
when
that
it comes
one all
out. Wait. You've got a Toto washlet.
Let's see what else we got.
day.
here.
Yeah.
That's the name of my girl
Yeah.
from India.
Hey, so you got
Toto washlet.
Toto wash. No, it's the tushy one. It's got a heated seat. This is free promo.
You're getting an ad now. Yeah.
You
can't
got
have
a
this.
crazy eye for design. Like
Off toilet?
we're off toilets. We're moving.
Okay, good.
I'm talking good shit though.
What I want to talk to you about is merch design, your studio setup, your branding. Is this all from your head?
It's all me. And
You're a very, very creative man.
Thank you.
Pretty amazing.
I'm ruining the shot with a high noon. I don't know what it is. I like three things in life, and it is the drums.
He's
Obviously.
he's obsessed with drums.
Yeah, number one, bro. I must. And I talk about how much I hate him all the time, but I must love him. Number two, the gym. I love going to the gym. Obviously, it's my favorite thing.
You love that?
Three, I fucking love that. Maybe I just love shit that's just punishing. And then number three is like clothes. Like I love clothes.
Big three.
So being able to like make stuff. Yeah. Funny story.
I love making stuff.
Funny story. Yeah, of course you do. You know about fucking clothes and
making.
design. Initially, I always wanted to start a podcast and I wanted to start a clothing line. But it was at the time when everyone was like, hey guys, check out my clothing line, like singers in bands or whatever, Attila, whatever. did he have a clothing line? Anyway, whatever. And I was like, I don't want to get lumped into that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the podcast that I wanted to do anyway. And I'm going to make the merch look like all of the clothes I wanted to make anyway. And no one will notice. And then it worked.
Wow.
The crazy thing about the stuff that I see you make and post about is it all looks so comfy. Look at this shirt.
Biggest shirt. So big.
The biggest shirt you've ever
We're still on little shirts, but
Are you on little shirts? Is that a hardcore metalcore thing?
I don't know. Could be.
Your shirt's not little.
No, XL is the shirt. XL's the size.
This is an XL.
No, I'm saying for
What are you wearing?
at shows.
What?
Size shirt you wearing?
This is a 2X, but I chopped it up. Wolverine style.
That's a little shirt. Yeah, and that has been a nightmare. Like
Yeah.
literally maybe 24 hours ago, I got told that 600 pairs of shorts that I've made, the vendor was like, oh, we've actually accidentally made one of the legs a different colours to the other leg. And I was like, how's that happened? And they were like, yeah, the colours were too similar. And I was like, black and black. Too fucking similar. So like, it is a nightmare because it all has to be custom. And it is an absolute pain. And I would say if you were
preaching to
ranking
the
things,
motherfucking conductor, baby.
ranking things in terms of annoyance
Yeah.
or how hard it is, I think making clothes comes first, then drums, then the podcast.
Okay. Good. That's good.
Oh.
You're doing good. What?
What's your biggest pet peeve?
What counts as a pet?
Anything that most people would go, really? Like just something that's just like, oh, that gets you?
I mean, you can relate. My big one recently.
Yeah, give me yours. And
I said this a couple weeks ago, but let's say we were at an event just like this. And I said, give it up for Craig Reynolds, everybody. Okay.
was it the delay? Because that's my pet.
Not that. And then I go, oh, I think you can do a little bit better than that. Give it up.
Yeah, that's.
I'm out the fucking door.
I did one of your least favorites today, leaving the hotel to find you and Mac. Dropped my sunglasses while walking.
I don't drop stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't
like,
drop shit.
If we're bringing like pet peeves of things that we have to do,
Yeah.
Yeah, anything.
Or just happening. Like if you drop your keys, how close is it to the end of your life? You know?
keys is not a problem. Any form of carrying anything, up to and including a backpack.
Oh.
I would put backpack as my pet peeve. Like I have a full fucking meltdown.
Yeah.
This whole tour, I've had to carry this light in a box and have a backpack. Even the word backpack is doing my fucking head in.
Do you have a big backpack? Like a big, thick 6th grade backpack?
Well, kind of, because it's got like camera stuff in it. So it is, it's...
Does it stick
You look
out?
a little silly.
Yeah.
I'm going to school.
Yeah.
See you there. Got my lunch. So I think backpacks would be my pet
Backpack.
peeve.
See,
that's a great answer.
But not on,
Because I go, really?
not on anyone else, but just on me. It's like it's like an old age equivalent of like, I don't know what they used to do in medieval times when they would like put a dunce cap on someone or something, like something to ridicule you to the rest of the world. When I put a backpack on, I feel like I'm wearing it.
We're all
As
watching.
ridicule, yeah.
Yeah, we're all looking.
Look at that guy with his backpack.
I went to war today with a man. I flew here in a 2-seat per side plane, smaller plane, you know? So there's no bad seat, which is sick. But I had the window, and the second I sat down, this guy fucking
Oh.
just held his ground. And
Did you have those guns out at the time though?
no, I was all...
You fucked up, bro.
I do.
You gotta
I do.
fucking assert dominance the minute you get on the plane.
See, but it's so,
Shut up, motherfuckers.
man. We're all there for the same purpose, and I think that as a big man, you are a fucking loser.
Yeah.
If you put yourself in a middle seat, and if you're living your life as a big guy, you suck. Because every aspect of your life should be determined around, okay, I have to be big in a different place today. To this one is a plane. That sucks for everybody if I'm in the middle. I genuinely think seppuku is the only answer to a big guy in a middle seat who's spreading out.
At the very least, you got to pay the big tax. Like, I'm a big guy. I should probably buy my own seat.
So I mean, no, I don't even mean big that way. I mean just like you can be tall.
Oh, I'm talking about tall.
Yeah, anything.
I was literally referencing you in my head.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yeah, the big tax in my brain. Oh, I don't know if America has like a real big tax thing because that sounds.
No, that'd be
you would
awesome.
fucking do.
Yeah.
If not, it's coming.
Yeah.
Andre the
like,
Giant used to.
Getting ideas.
the big guy tax is a tall man's tax where, you know, you're getting all the girls or guys, whatever you're into, you get all the compliments or whatever. You have to pay for extra legroom. Right, you must pay.
I do.
Slight. Yeah,
I get the aisle.
and that is the big guy tax. That is us smaller people just getting a little bit back from you, a little bit back from your aura.
I would love to know what you want from me.
Not to sit on a plane next to you.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, that's
I don't think, see, you're a smart guy. You would never put yourself in that position.
Oh.
But these motherfuckers out there putting themselves in middle seats or being so negligent that you don't open the fucking app and click, just pick, you can pick a seat now. Any seat.
no, you have to pay though.
Sometimes it's free. Most of the times it's free. Just, if you're big, be proactive.
It's the only thing I spend money on is being comfortable traveling because I could do 2 hours on how much I fucking hate flying.
You believe in ghosts, Craig?
Oh, I got ghost stories.
Really?
How long you got?
About an hour.
37 more minutes.
Is that real?
No, we got an hour.
Really?
So we'll go to 5.
Yeah, we good. I do believe in ghosts. I have had a ghost encounter. I had a. Yeah, fuck you.
He's a piece of shit. He don't believe you, so you can talk straight to Papa over here, okay?
Wait, you don't believe in ghosts, and you do believe in ghosts.
He does. He's foolish.
I'm Papa.
Small trick.
This is it. This is like the episode 1 of Dan the Dan. If anyone's seen that, we got. Do you believe in aliens? And he believes in ghosts.
Oh, I fuck with aliens.
I definitely believe in aliens.
Yeah, it's good.
Give it a run.
Anyway, so I had a friend of a friend at school. Oh, it already sounds like I'm making this up.
Is this in England?
In England, in
Primary school?
Did you say primaries?
Primary school?
The accent was kind of crazy at the end. Keep
No.
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 That's a one. It's normal.
This was actually in what we would call secondary school.
Now, that's middle?
No, I think that'd be high school for you.
Oh, so what is it? Is it kindergarten, primary, secondary?
Yeah, but we wouldn't call
You got
it.
kindergarten?
We wouldn't call it kindergarten. We have it as a
You
concept.
guys should try kindergarten. It was awesome.
Yeah, we have the thing. I can't remember what it's called. I was a kid. I can't remember.
You were a
And
kid.
then primary, high school or secondary school. But some people call it high school. Weirdly, the posh schools in the UK were called high schools.
The shitty ones.
The shitty ones,
High school.
yeah, and the shitty ones for us are called secondary schools.
Interesting.
And an even weirder thing was public school for you guys is just normal school, correct?
Yeah.
Public school in the UK is the word that we use for private schools.
The opposite of public.
The complete opposite. of
You
the
made it
word.
a fucking language.
It's Harry Potter, something to do with Harry Potter, I don't know. They figured it out.
Gotcha.
But I had a friend of a friend, and he went to public school, which was private school.
Oh, it's posh.
That's why he was a friend of a friend. It was my friend's friend.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Rich mate.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be caught.
Lovely house though. We did go.
Oh, yeah, the big haunted
he was a lovely guy. We went and hung out there. It's not his fault. It's his parents. We go and hang out of his house, and he lived in the house that they based Toad Hall in The Wind in the Willows. Don't know if you know what that is. It's a book.
That's different than Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
I think it might be the same guy, and they've taken him out. Anyway, there's like a book, like fucking must be a good book, I don't know. And it's like a big manor, and his parents' house was based on that. And they had these tennis courts, like old 1800s style tennis courts. And he was like, "Oh, we need to go down at night time because there's ghosts." And I was like, "Bollocks! There's no fucking way there's ghosts there."
Oh, say bollocks again.
Bollocks. There's no way that there's ghosts there. So we went there at night, and it's these old like indoor tennis courts, and there was no fucker in there at all, and you could hear the squeak of shoes and the odd hit of like a tennis racket hitting something. It was the most insane thing I've ever seen or heard. Or
You heard it.
Heard it, was in the fucking room. And ever since then, I've been like, that's fucking crazy. And then I've had a bunch of like friends who've died or whatever, and something's happened. I don't know if it's ghosts. Something's happened afterwards. I'm like, there's no fucking way that's not some otherworldly thing. Whether or not it's real ghosts, maybe I'm on your side. I'm not. Some sort of energy. Stone wall theory. You know that?
No.
What? You're supposed to
believe in ghosts,
guys.
It's not a theory.
Stonewall Jackson.
Great fucking answer.
Thank you. So anyway, ghosts are real for sure.
Just so fucking quick.
What'd you say?
You're sharp.
We got stuff, dude.
Yeah, no, but
I
just
wanna
in
do-
general. It's a compliment. Stop it. Stop it looking at those.
I want to know what I wrote for you. Look at this. I asked this earlier, but I wrote drum practicing motherfucker here.
Why is motherfucker there?
Because you do it. You do it like a motherfucker.
Who practices?
Anyway, I want to do a little word association from the crowd here real quick. We'll get into like a nice little proper Q&A thing at the end. We're going to have you guys come up to this podium. So get ready for that mentally. But before then,
She's lying.
why don't you just shout out a thing and we'll talk about it.
He's running.
Flute?
Never played the flute.
The recorder is kind of like a flute. Is the recorder as big in British?
It's huge.
Okay.
Really?
It's huge.
You have to play
have
it.
to,
And
yeah.
It's like number one instrument.
in California, you learn the recorder before you learn Spanish in school.
And the word is crazy because it does no recording.
There's no recording.
Wow.
And at no point does the audio stay.
No.
I like this game.
We're crushing right now. What's next? Craigslist?
Oh my God.
You ever do the thing where you look up, you put your buddy's number on there, and you put like a trampoline, and then your buddy gets 1,000 calls for the trampoline?
No.
You gotta give it a shot.
Funnily enough, the death metal band that broke up, that did the
Big trampoline
Indian,
heads.
the PCP thing. No, on our final tour, because I was very annoyed with the guitarist. Anyone that came up to me and said, "Why are you breaking up?" I had cards made that said the Viatrophy hotline, and it would give you the information you knew, and it was a guitarist's phone number. 100% fucking true.
Dude, that's
Yes, direct.
dark-sided.
And actually, even to add to the Craigslist thing, I thought you were talking about the fact on my phone I have a revenge list of people. This is a 2-in-1 for my.
Oh, Craigslist.
Really not a nice.
Craig, so Craig has a list.
I have
Are
a
you
list.
Craig?
I have a list. Yeah, I have a different list.
Okay.
Different list. And it's a revenge list. Anyone that's really wronged me. In fact, some minor wrongings in there as well.
Billy Madison style.
Craig,
It's on there.
give me 3 names
I
from
can't
the
give you the
Craigslist.
names or else I won't get the revenge. What I can tell you is I have two separate emojis that are worth differing points to get people struck from the list.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Have you gotten revenge?
Have you exacted?
almost everyone that has been on it has come off it. I think maybe there's 2 people on it.
Anybody no longer alive?
Anybody in this room?
No, one of them. No, that's really dumb. One of them, I put money on it, but.
Okay. So that was Craigslist.
Typical.
Wow.
One person who went.
You ever like get a job off Craigslist, like do a gig or something?
Yeah.
One time I thought I could be a mover. I was like 19. I was as broke as I could possibly be. And I was like, I can lift stuff. I can move.
You could be a mover.
Dude, when you go to a three-story move and there's like 4 other 40-year-old dudes who just like have forearms the size of your legs, like they can lift unbelievable amounts of things. And I'm struggling with ABACs.
So you haven't played in Glasgow yet. You must have played in Glasgow.
Yeah.
You've seen the guy with the 8x10s?
No. Is that a
There's
thing?
like a known guy in the crew in Glasgow that loads in and out of the venues. and he will walk up a stairs with 2 8x10s
That's so fucking
if required.
I think those probably weigh over 100 pounds.
How long into living in Scotland did you understand anything that they were saying?
Both my parents are Scottish, yet I sound like this. They moved to England and had me, so I have full English accent, but they are both as Scottish as they come.
So you knew their ways as if it was born.
Immediately.
Okay.
Probably partly why I went up there. There was a weird, like, it felt like home even though it wasn't home because everyone had the same voice as my parents.
I love it there. Beautiful.
I'll take it over England every fucking day of the week.
So, but you're leaving it.
Yeah, to move here.
Say another word. Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Good wings.
Adolph's Tavern. World famous. 9/11 Tavern.
Whoa!
Any other tragedy taverns here?
Jesus.
Whoa, is it based on the thing?
No, like probably 911 because they're hot. You got to call. Oh, just
Wow.
death.
Buffalo, New York.
Are they next to each other? We could have the
Are there
most
two
amazing like Avengers, but for taverns, we got Adolf, we got
9/11.
9/11.
What's next? Fucking.
Speaking of conspiracy theories,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Which one?
sometimes I forget I'm in America.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could have this conversation anywhere in the UK. Maybe not here.
No, we
Nah.
don't. We never forgot here.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay.
So
I'm not even going to go there then.
anyway, so Buffalo. What else about Buffalo? Wings. I mean, okay. Let's talk. Let's talk wings. So it's not technically in Buffalo, but East Aurora Bar Bill is probably my favorite wing in the world. Am I wrong? Does anybody think I'm wrong? It's up there. Adolph's is Adolph's as good as
I'm going to fucking Adolf's
That's
today.
devastating. Adolph's is good. We said it. We got him. Anyway.
Did we ever get the clearance on? It's not him, Adolf, but I can't think of another one.
Irish.
It's an Irish bar.
Adolf's not-
Adolf Mc.
Wait, 20s? So this is pre. So this is when Adolf was still like.
Yeah, but even
up
then-
in the charts on the baby book.
Yeah, but once that bad boy came out, you had to change your name.
Brother, it's okay.
Yeah, you changed the Dolph. That's it. It's the same. I know one Adolf, and at this point, I know 2 Luigis, and that's it.
Wow.
So
I know one of them personally.
That's all Buffalo.
That's Buffalo.
What else you got? Sports.
Sports.
You sport like playoffs.
Are you are you a football head?
I like UK football. To be honest with you, the pandemic killed it for me. When they started beaming in like crowd noise, it
Yeah.
reminded me of the pandemic so much that I just turned that part of my brain off.
No.
What about like cricket? You guys fucking love that.
I think is cricket not after soccer and football the biggest sport in the world?
In the world?
Yeah, it's huge in India, billion people. Come on.
PCP too. I'm fine with cricket. Cricket in the UK is like, it's what posh people play. I never really got into it or understood it.
Did you know a single cricket game can last days? Days.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not.
Football has 16 regular games a season. It's incredible. It's so
then it's
easy
just
to follow.
It's over.
And
16 games.
16 games. Right? 17 games.
With the
Including home and away.
What?
Like home and away games or...
Total. And then the
Yeah, but how long is the game? Like fucking 8 hours.
like 3?
Yeah, but they wait all week for this moment.
Right.
Throw the ball a bit and then you walk a bit more.
Listen,
And then sometimes you go back and then you walk...
We're not going to get into You're in the wrong
I'm
room.
going on Sunday. I'm going... My baptism, I'm going on Sunday.
Okay, you're going to have
all sports is essentially give me that ball.
Yeah, but ours is like ball, net, goal.
That's hockey.
Yours is
It's
way
hockey.
more technical.
the
It's
yards,
basketball.
the fucking going backwards and all that shit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is it? No, here's the thing. If I understood it, I think it was awesome. Big dudes,
Yeah.
fucking shouting,
Yeah.
Like, I'm in.
Yeah.
I think you'd love it.
Conceptually, I'm fucking in, but I just don't understand it.
Craig loves sports, so that was sports.
Big sport guy.
What do we got?
Whoa.
Best big
Big
dudes.
Best big dude.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much.
see.
Who are the best big dudes?
Ronnie Coleman.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Butcher of Buffalo, Andy Williams tomorrow. It was his birthday yesterday.
That is the one answer to that question.
That's a great one.
That's the best guy ever.
My bench. Combined, it's like
I hit a 250 once.
one of my favorite. 225 is my max.
Same.
One of my favorite things that James has ever said on stage is during a technical issue.
His favorite big dude number 2 though. Sure.
Yeah.
He's up there.
Go on.
Sorry, I just snapped into PTSD. Someone yelled out, how much can you bench? James just said, more than you.
Perfect.
That's a good one.
So that was that. That was best big dudes. Andy Williams. What you got? Worst big
God.
dudes.
There's this fucking wrestler, Brody King. Dude. Guy will not leave me alone. It's unbelievable. He's obsessed with me.
The worst big dudes is any man sitting in the middle seat on an airplane.
Whoa!
Brody King exclusively sits.
His name is Tim Lambesis.
Wow.
Fucking easy.
That's like a scientific fact.
Don't do that. Yeah, done.
Wow.
He's got to be
Desperate to fight him.
top worst.
Really?
Damn, desperate.
I feel like we could make that
I
happen.
feel like I just did.
Yeah, no, you did. I think you just killed him on live.
No, he's not good at the killing.
Oh,
That's how I know I'd win.
it's true. So that's the worst big dude. What do we got?
One more time.
I wanted to hear Fortnite. Did I hear Fortnite?
I think you did.
Don't get me started, frankly. Red Fortnite.
Red 40,
I
no.
heard you're really into that.
Yeah, big fan.
Tell me about it.
It makes me crazy.
What is
Now,
it?
now, hold on. What do you mean?
My favorite conspiracy theory is that Red 40 affects me almost like a drug, like hyperactivity.
So have you ever gotten food coloring and just drank it?
No, I've a lot of tackies though. As many as I can fucking eat.
Have you had the Trader Joe's Taki?
I bet you they don't have Red 40.
Fuck.
Trader Joe's is great,
Probably
but it's
not.
real health.
Is it Red 40 not vegan? It's not vegan. It's got bug in it.
I think RF.
It's got bug in it.
Yeah.
Bug.
Give a shit.
You think it's bad? You think there's some shit in there that's not good?
Maybe
Do they
it's-
not have Red 40 in the UK?
Maybe it's
We're
the
not.
bug.
It's illegal in the UK.
It's got to be fucking awesome. Then.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Why do you think I'm fucking here, bro? And then I land, and then I find out yesterday RFK is we're getting rid of Red 40. And I'm like,
You know,
Dude,
that's
none of
all
that
from
shit
a-
is-
That's all from a parody account. All that shit is from a parody account.
really?
Yeah, if you go to the account, it's
Yeah.
RFK parody. Diet Coke is never leaving. Do you guys remember? Thank you. Do you guys remember when we were younger? What was the yellow 5? It destroyed your sperm count. And I was in 5th grade, oh my god.
Wait, what does?
Oh my god. Yellow 5, another dye.
Did it actually, or that was the rumor?
It was total rumor.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? There's a rumor pre-internet that we had in school and you guys had in school.
The Marilyn Manson with the rib thing?
How? How
crazy.
did that make its way around?
I mean, he must have done it.
Honestly, there's no smoke without fire. Why?
Dude, the surgeon called his buddy the next day. He was like, dude, I did the craziest fucking thing today.
It's fucking crazy.
There's lots of ones. There's a Rod Stewart one. I think sometimes
The ribs? With the
Yeah, there's. Who knows the Rod Stewart one? Say the word. Yeah. Supposedly he had to have his stomach pumped because he swallowed so much cum.
What would that even do, though?
Couldn't tell you, dude. Not
You drunk.
protein overload.
Yeah, what? Wait, Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart. If you
Rod.
Yeah, great.
Rod.
Someone's made that rumor. Just look. I'm gonna think of a rumor for a celebrity.
Star, I guess. Some drank a bunch of cum. Tell
Yeah,
everybody.
guy. No,
Yeah, there you go. That's another one.
like that one. That one was like. I feel that was reported. Like the Marilyn Manson one. It wasn't like a mutual magazine. It was like pre-internet. It wasn't like fucking Kerrang's not doing articles about fucking Marilyn Manson not.
But we all knew.
No, but I do think like my mom still is subscribed to Rolling Stone.
Okay.
Always. So growing up, every month we'd always have Rolling Stone, and I do think there was like rumored to have had body altering surgery. I do think they kind of leaned into.
But we didn't have Rolling Stone, so at some point.
All we had was the truth, Craig.
One person, exactly. The truth will out. At some point, someone came from America.
Yeah.
One person is responsible for coming to the UK and going, you heard about Marilyn Manson? So, no, what? Had a rib removed so he could suck himself off. And then it just went, you fucking what? Say that again.
I can't.
Do it. It was
Do it twice.
But you did it away from the mic.
Can't summon it again.
You did.
He's gone.
It was away from the mic.
Thank you. What's the next word? What was that one for?
That was.
Are you killing time with this bit? Because I got bits.
Oh, this is good. Give me a bit. I'm not killing
My
time.
bit's like a long bit, though.
Making art.
You got the same jeans on there. Nice jeans, bro.
Are they the same?
Japanese.
They're both from Guilty Party.
10% off.
10% on Cold Hard. Should we do your bit?
Okay. What's that? Japanese denim?
Yeah. You want to do your bit now?
You want to do your thing?
I think we're in part 2 now.
Yeah, we're in part 2. You want to do my bit?
Yeah.
Do your bit?
We're going to do 2 truths and a lie. Right?
Yeah, I just want to know what this is first.
Those are cookies. From X Crumb X, Vermont.
Right there we go.
Do I get some of those?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck yeah. I could smell them from here. I honestly could smell the cookie. You want to do me 2 truths and a lie?
Yeah.
Individually or separately?
Individually.
That's the same word as well.
Yeah. Those were synonyms.
I had 3 shots before I came here, and now I've been nursing this one.
You want to go first?
Who's going first?
Bo goes first.
All right. Ready?
Hit me.
I was partially scalped when I was 6 years old in a car accident. In 2006, met then Senator Barack Obama and shook his hand in Grant Park in Chicago. And I've never had a cavity in my life.
Lot to unpack.
One of those is not true.
I'm going to start at the back. How many times a day do you brush your teeth?
Twice. Morning, night.
Does anyone brush their teeth once a day here?
No, lots of
This is
people
a
do.
weird
Once
one.
recently. Don't let him believe.
9 out of 10 dentists know what's up. That one other dentist, we don't know.
I feel like it's a uniquely American thing. I've met
Twice a
people-
day?
Once a day.
Oh.
I've only ever seen it from American people.
Come on.
Once a day is crazy, guys.
We created dental hygiene.
I know, you would think we have dodgy fucking teeth. We're twice a fucking day.
Yeah.
We do twice.
Twice a day flossing.
I don't floss as regularly as I should.
You
But
water
hey,
pick? You water pick?
Dude, I got a water pick once. I made a mess, man. I don't know how you work that thing.
You close the trick.
It was
is to
fucking
close
chaos.
your mouth around it, so it's like a.
Yeah.
It's
try.
incredible.
Isn't that just mouthwash?
No, it's like
it's
a
hose.
It's a thing.
It's a water. It's a floss.
I'm in.
But hey, never had a cavity. So.
When was the last time you went to the dentist?
Dude, so when you were talking about healthcare, I almost brought up, I haven't had insurance since 2018. So I am one cavity away from being financially ruined. But it would have been 2021, 2022.
How much is a cavity here?
I couldn't tell you. I never had one.
$1,000.
Like what? Has anyone had one? Like how much? How much are we talking?
$1,300.
$1,300 to be a king.
$1,300. Okay, so you could still have a cavity now, but we don't know.
Sure, fair enough.
Okay.
Never had a confirmed cavity. Never had a filling or anything.
How did you introduce yourself to Barack Obama?
I said, hello. He shook my dumb little hand. I was a junior in high school.
Just straight hello.
Yeah, he was like in a line, literally that Key and Peele scene. That was all. Good to meet you.
Did someone tell you who he was, or you knew who he was?
He was our state senator, so you kind of knew who he was,
Right.
you know.
Why did you shake his hand?
He's our state senator.
How old were you?
If I was a junior, I would have been 17.
Oh, you're doing like deduction and stuff.
I like it. It's good.
You're sneaky.
What do you mean?
You're doing You're doing like math to figure out the answer.
I figured,
Fucking magician.
I've also figured out as a 17-year-old if I would shake a politician's hand.
I was on a school thing. It wasn't really. It was just kind of like, oh,
Dude.
this, and it was also at that time.
Yeah.
It was rumored that he was going to be running for president. Blah blah blah. And there was a lot of
That too, but before the rib, like the American sentiment was much different
we had hope.
pre-Trump. We had the hope and change posters were unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
They really worked. We were like, this is the guy.
It comes in waves.
Yeah.
You know that was Shepard Fairey, like that design,
Really?
and they just took it. They didn't pay him for it. He got fucked over.
Typical politics.
Typical.
Huh?
Sorry, shaking their hand. What was the first one again?
I got scalped when I was 6 years old in a car accident. November 14th, 1993.
It's real specific.
Or was it?
Could be, could be to throw me off.
The reason I know the date, and I actually, while I was preparing this, I checked on it. There was a solar eclipse that day. Just happened to be a solar eclipse.
And it actually was just, everything went dark and the car crashed. Because you couldn't see anything.
When as soon as it's nighttime, my mom drives like a.
Were you in the car with your mum?
Yeah, she was driving. I was in the back seat in the middle because the passenger seatbelt had broken. So imagine.
Craig, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know which one is the lie.
Yeah. Hey, this is great. My detective era. Okay, what do you mean by like partially scalped? Like, how did that happen?
So what I purposely sat where I sat because the side of my head that you can't see is the side that it happened on. A piece of glass shaved off my scalp and it was hanging off of my head. I don't remember pain. I don't remember much of it. But I got 64 stitches in a 6-year-old head. You can't cheat. I can also open my mouth and show you pearly whites.
Why can't you see? Yeah,
Because it's all on this side.
you see those teeth.
You can see it.
What about the teeth?
You said it was all on this side.
I know. I don't want him to know what is actually factual or not.
I did that.
No,
but I kicked him in the
See
head.
that? I still couldn't see that. I thought it was a poorly done fade.
Yeah.
I didn't really. It was just. That's the thing I'm most terrified about.
I bet.
U.S. barbers.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to find a good one.
there's probably
got
19
your
of them in
guy.
this room. You gotta be nice.
Back to me. More about me. Figure it out, buddy.
Trying to do a barber bit. Trying to just get a free haircut. Feel like Obama's the lie.
Final answer?
Yeah, there was holes in the story.
He's good.
Yeah.
Meet that fucker. Never met him. But I was scalped, and I have never had a cavity.
So just the minute you were like, you're a 17-year-old kid into metal. I assume you were into metal back then. Oh, are you fucking going to shake a politician's hand?
Yeah.
You're not fucking.
Well, he's from Illinois. I mean, he's from Illinois. I would have believed that just geographically.
I had met Barack. I didn't have a backstory. I made all that up.
Done.
Very good. Well done.
Not him, but
Pretty good.
Yeah. You want to do mine?
not him. The guy from Spotify.
Colin says
fucking hell.
he has something on here that he's never said before.
Yeah. I don't know if it could be a lie though. We don't know.
Hit me.
I was in a professional production of A Christmas Carol once. I took Algebra 1 4 times. I was almost held back from kindergarten because I couldn't stop putting my hands in my pants.
Let's start there.
Fair.
How many times were you doing it per?
Every day.
Every
Several
day.
times a day, Mrs. Gustafson had to come over to my
Mrs.
table.
what?
Mrs. Gustafson. Crazy name. Had to come and yank
Yeah.
my pants. I just, I didn't go to preschool. I skipped preschool. So I missed some social things.
That's where
you know?
they teach all the pins.
What do you mean you missed preschool?
I didn't go to it. I didn't do it. My mom wanted to hang out more.
Sick.
So I'm in kindergarten. I don't know that that's weird. I don't know that that's wrong. Nobody told me that's wrong.
What were you
it's
doing with
warm
your
down
mum?
there. It's just warm. It's
were you and your
cold.
mum
Man,
up to?
what did you say?
What were you and your mum up to?
Vibing.
You skipped the first one.
Didn't
you
go
got
to
straight
preschool.
in with like, this is what I do all day,
Yeah.
and that's normal.
I mean, it was to me. I learned very quickly it wasn't. It was like, hey, you're going to have to do kindergarten again if you don't stop doing this.
Okay.
I stopped.
You stopped.
I'm gone 2 hours.
Were you
I'm not
like-
doing it.
Were you like jorking it? Or were you like straight jank?
No. It was just like, I would just have one in there, just kind of like,
I feel like I do that all the time.
Yeah, same. All the time.
You were just
it's
this middle-aged man in preschool.
I was 5, so I thought you could do stuff that felt comfortable everywhere.
You know what is crazy? And slightly dicey again.
God.
When you're like 5 and you're a boy,
Yeah.
weird shit would give you a boner.
Wind.
Yeah, just
Well,
Yeah, but you know what mine was?
yeah.
Stealing.
Stealing? That's why you got the naughty British accent.
Oh, I'm fucked.
You got the bad one.
I used to rob stuff.
Wow.
And it would
Give
get
me
my
a
little kidney
proper-
card.
really.
Yeah.
Wow.
America, fuck. Yeah. And you know what? You would think that would turn into like a fetish for stealing.
Yeah.
It just went away.
Interesting.
think I was-
Yeah, see, I wasn't hard in kindergarten when I was doing this.
Good. Good then. Probably why they kept you there.
They-
Right. What were the other ones?
I took Algebra 1 4 times.
I don't know what Algebra 1 is.
It's 7 plus x equals 10. What is solve for x? It's
Took
like the
me
beginning.
4 tries.
3. Is the answer 3?
I wasn't
know what algebra is.
And there's the problem.
Wait, I don't think we had algebra.
Huh?
I remember seeing it on like movies, and you guys would add letters into your
Yeah.
numbers, and I remember thinking like, the fuck is that?
I'm fairly certain England had algebra, but I don't know.
Maybe I never passed it.
Too busy stealing and then jacking off.
Too busy, yeah. Wanking.
Wank.
Wanking over stealing. Okay, so you took it how many times? 4 times.
4 times.
And it's like basic bullshit. Like,
Yeah, it took me 4 times. Well, I'll be honest with you. The 3rd time I got a C, which would have been enough.
Wow.
But my mom thought colleges wouldn't be psyched on the C. So I took it a 4th time and failed.
So is that freshman and sophomore? Like,
No, it was 8th grade. I got a C the first time, and that wasn't enough.
Were you
Failed it
down your
twice.
pants or not?
No, I'm good. I'm good now. I'm
Yeah.
cured.
Okay, cool. Okay, what was number 1?
I was in a professional production of A Christmas Carol once.
Okay, you emphasized professional.
Very professional.
Okay, so what defines professional there?
The biggest theater production company in the state of Connecticut.
What are
The
they called?
Hartford Stage, it's called.
Hartford Stage. What character were you?
The Turkey Boy. At first, complicated. The Turkey Boy, and then Peter Cratchit, who was Tiny Tim's older brother. You know, he had some trouble, so they needed me to replace him.
you stepped up.
I had to, man. It
Yeah.
was too late to the production.
That was a lie.
You think that's the lie?
You've come at it. You came at it like it's a lie. No, like it's so much the truth that I think it's the lie.
Is that your final answer?
No, because now you look so pleased with yourself. Your little booty's fucking raised. He was like,
No, listen.
yeah, go on then. I'll say that's a lie.
You are right. Yeah. I was in a professional production of A Christmas Carol twice.
Well, no. You made
First year, I was the Turkey Boy, and I fucking killed it. So I got a promotion to Peter Cratchit the second year. So you got my trick question very well. So good job.
Okay, good. I have a question specifically for you. How many instruments you play?
3 of them. The 3 that matter.
Recorder's gone. You got drums. I guess singing.
Yeah.
Loose turn. Hey, you're a singer. I can't give you singing. You're good at singing.
Bass is my best one. Maybe it's crazy.
Okay, so what? We're taking those 3.
And guitar.
He
I'll give you 4. I'll give you 3. Pick a third one. Guitar.
Guitar, drums, bass. That's what we'll say.
I want singing in there as well.
You want singing?
Because I want you. Fuck.
If you could play guitar, you could play bass. Let's do guitar, singing, drums.
Sure.
Fuck, marry, kill. Those 3.
Oh, kill singing. Kill.
Why?
Make sure to check out Twitching Tongues tomorrow.
It's the hardest one, you know? It's scarier. It's the scariest of the 3 because if you do a bad job, everything sucks. And if the set isn't great, you have to lie for 30 minutes to an hour.
But isn't the risk to reward more?
100%.
Like, if a show is better,
yeah, you're the guy, and it's
you're
like,
the guy that did that.
But the reward of playing guitar, sometimes it's fun just hearing it. You know, hearing loud guitar and not caring what's going on is awesome.
Chugs.
Palm muting.
So I would.
Palm muting chugs on their own hand,
dude. Unbelievable.
Mate.
So I would fuck guitar.
Yeah.
I would marry drums.
Oh, now who loves drums?
They were my first.
It's your first love.
They were my first love.
Your first love. So you do love drums.
I do. I don't like practicing them. I like.
You want to marry them for the money and then just do nothing, whereas I marry them. We're fucking every night.
Yeah, they're the trophy drums. You're working your ass off.
Okay, good. Do you play more than one instrument? Talented man like this guy. Like me, I've got one and done.
I like my cats a lot. Computer games. No, I mostly just play guitar, and I had an electronic kit for a bit. I can play drums, but I can't play anywhere near like you guys. You've heard me.
Your impression of him playing. Is that your impression of him playing drums?
No, I'm sure he's better than that.
You've seen me.
That's just my go-to.
Literally watch me play on your kit.
You're all right. You're pretty good. You can go.
That is the annoying thing about drums. Is like what you have to do to get really good. 99% of the population don't care, and they see someone just go boom, cat, boom. Oh, that guy plays drums.
Or
but dude, some of those boom cat guys, like what's Green Day? Trey Cool.
Yeah.
Lars Ulrich.
Lars.
Dude, Trey is so much better than you would ever expect he is, though.
Oh, 100%.
It's insane.
So is Lars.
Well, that's a fact.
Good.
The band ain't the same without him.
Good.
What was I gonna say?
I'm just
what I was gonna say is a lot of people too think like me. I think when I air drum and I know Phil, I can fucking play drums.
I can do that.
I just don't want to set him up.
Tom Williams. If Tom's fucking gone to do some shit, I can throw him under the bus even more.
Yes.
Tom once had a bet in the studio. There was a really hard section on the Stray thing, and Tom, like fucking confident manager, Tom voice, just goes, "I could do that in 100 takes," and it was like this, like I think it was like 190 BPM double kick. The guy doesn't play fucking drums at all. It was like a and he was like, "I could do that in 100 takes," and I was like, "No, you could." We had a full argument because he was fully fucking convinced. Sat him down. 100 takes, just dog shit. Just fucking not even close. But the confidence this man had.
Yeah.
To come in and go, "I could fucking do that." That's the same what you're talking about.
Did you almost believe him?
Air drumming. There was, I think if Steve Side is in here, he was tracking it at the time. There was one, like maybe the 7th one in, where I was sweating.
Like,
Like one random one that I went, "Oh, fuck."
Captain America moving the hammer a little bit.
Yeah.
"Oh, fuck, he might have this." And then it was just toilet after that.
Okay. Boo.
Yeah. That's it. I've got your fucking...
What do you want him to fuck or marry?
Oh, he didn't, and that's not even part of my bit. I wanted yours because I get annoyed that you can sing and I can't sing.
Just do it. I mean, most still say I can't, so it's fine. It's okay. You just have to do it.
You just got to read the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Do you read comments on your shit? Yeah, you do.
I read. I love it.
You go to battle.
Huge fucking fan of going to battle.
Can't do it.
Can't do
We
it.
can't do it.
You can't do it.
You're not.
Fuck.
We don't have the will. I don't have the will to have active beef with YouTube drum guys.
Oh, I love it.
I know.
It's like my favorite. Like when I'm bored, I do it because it's just fun.
I can get 100 compliments in a day and be like, all right, I can get one negative thing in a year, and I'll think about it.
So this is the trick. You just make sure all the comments are bad.
Yeah.
It's like 99%. You've got a shit little weird haircut. You're a little fucking prick. We can't hear what you're talking about. Like whatever. And I was just like, oh, this is just fun. Everyone hates me anyway. So it's fucking fun.
That's strength.
But I did. My favorite thing recently was when I launched the stage flight thing. Lamb Goat did a post about the stage flight thing. The Lamb Goat comments, because normally it's either about the band or it's YouTube comments about me. But this was just, I've never had a full Lamb Goat post just about me. So it was really like 40 comments of just pure fucking hate. I was like, this is awesome. Genuinely some really funny shit on there.
Yeah.
Like, really funny stuff.
I'm laughing about it still.
Yeah. It's hard for me.
Wait, have you got Lamb Goat?
No,
We've all been goated before. They'll get you, man.
Those comment sections are goated though.
I think that the most hateful ones are people that we know personally.
Oh, 100%.
And that is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I can't have that.
I agree.
I've started commenting as myself. But you know,
Greg Reynolds here.
There's the bit on Lamb Goat.
Yeah.
But I've started commenting as myself and then just posting absolutely insane shit or actually how I feel to the point where it's like now you can't tell which ones are me and which.
Well, now it's out there.
Yeah. So I want people go and post on Lamb Goat. Craig Reynolds here, and there's just make sure it's funny.
Yeah.
That's genius.
I think it's you want to do Q&A time?
Let's do some Q&A.
Q&A. But
So here's what we have in mind. If you have questions, you're going to line up by that camera over there.
behind that camera so you
Behind the
don't
camera.
block that camera.
And then one at a time, come up to the podium. The mic is on.
And make it good.
Don't make me
Nobody's
call
gonna do
names.
That's all I ask.
no one's going to do it because of the.
Get up on. No, they're good.
Is it intimidating?
Get
We'll
up.
go there. There we go. There.
See John? Yeah, that's right.
After you.
First up.
Please do line up.
First up, beautiful orange hat.
Test that mic for me, brother.
Damn. Nice test. Nice test.
Rob's freaking. He's
No,
figuring it
we'll
out.
get there. We'll get there.
Do it, Rob.
It'll be so.
Try it again, brother.
No, nice. Almost.
Fuck!
No,
Oh, there we go.
We got you.
that worked. Hang on.
We got you.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
I think I killed it a couple of times anyway.
This is for
Check.
Craig,
For Craig.
obviously.
on.
Stray versus Kublai Khan street fight. Who wins and why?
Yeah, I feel like we win.
Are you taking Matt?
Yeah, he's like a nice little cuddly bear, though. Like he's literally the sweetest man outside.
You know they're carrying though.
What?
They're carrying. They're.
Yeah, that's the. He said street fight. Yeah, but when you think about it, they're definitely all
No rules.
every single fucking one of them. However, I've seen Dragon Neck from Stray do some really quite horrible shit. Drew's just come back from 6 weeks in Thailand doing
Yeah.
Muay Thai.
Oh.
I think Stray's got it.
Thank
That
you.
one.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna
What was your name? Oh, well, your name was Luigi? Okay. Hilarious. Thank you, Luigi.
I love
Does
the.
that mic work? No, Rob's still working on the mic. It's all right. Is anybody from the venue here? Nice.
Hello.
Wait, no one from the venue's here.
I guess not. What's your name?
My name's Carolee.
Caroline.
Caroline.
Hi,
Hi,
friend.
hi, I know you.
Yeah, I don't fucking know you. Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna get cancelled.
We're friends in real life.
We're gonna get cancelled. Okay, question.
Okay, so question for everybody. You're building your own super band. Dead or alive members. Who is your lineup in your own band?
It's going to be hard to beat the one we did already.
Yeah.
But I think we should just do that again.
Just Danzig.
Yeah, yours was just Danzig.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like in my head, it's just 9 Inch Nails.
That's good.
Okay, that should be a rule that you're not allowed to pick 9 Inch Nails. I know, or typo negative. You're not allowed to pick either one.
Oh.
Like anybody in them?
No.
Okay.
Okay, let me
That changes.
build one real quick. Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross. Peter Steele. Let's throw John Bonham on drums.
Okay, easy.
Is that all the instruments? That's it.
It's
But then, I mean, Trent and Atticus will cover whichever ones aren't there.
There we go. Oh, wait,
We'll allow them. That's fine. You can have.
I need some synths. Hans Zimmer.
Oh, you scumbag.
Best band of all fucking time.
Trent, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah. Singer would be.
Glenn Danzig.
You get Glenn.
Yeah.
You took Glenn. That's
I'm
fine.
taking Glenn.
Yeah. I got Richie.
Your band is.
Yeah. I'll take.
We did this before, and my band was called Danzig. His band was called. That's it.
What was that again?
Very symbolic. I don't remember who was in it, so I'll just do a new one. I'll do a new
one.
Richie from Into Another, Underdog, singing.
Sick.
Guitar player would be Taylor Young. Bass player would be.
Colin Young.
No, I'm not in this one. I'm a fan. Harley Flanagan. Drummer would be. Jason Bittner from Stigmata and Shadows Fall. Yeah.
Sure.
It's a good band.
I think mine was Danzig singing, Peter on bass, Chuck Biscuits on drums, and Paris on guitar.
Danzig. So it's Danzig.
It's Danzig.
Yeah.
Did you have band names already?
Yeah, mine was.
Yeah, his was, and my.
Okay, what would yours be?
Adolf. Just clip that. Use that as a clip. You can kill me immediately.
Peter Steele would have loved that, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
Rob.
What's going on, boys?
How are you? What's your name?
Doing well? Wade.
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 What you got for us?
All right. This is a little bit meta, and I might have to single someone out, so we can strike this if you don't want to talk about this. But one of you has IBS.
Could
So
be.
yes or no?
Yeah.
Go for it. All right.
He talks.
So I have a friend, wife, also has IBS. Her question.
Also, what are you?
What's it? Well, her question is, how the hell, as a touring guy and just being all over the place all the time, how the hell do you manage that?
It's constant.
It's right.
Pain is constant and sharp.
She is in fear 24/7.
Well, it's mostly self-inflicted.
Okay.
There's a few dietary changes I could make that I refuse to make. That would solve absolutely everything. But as you see, I got a nice medicated pack of yellow wipes in there that just keep me good.
Dude, stand on your laurels, man.
Yeah, I shit on my laurels.
And then, real quick one for maybe everybody. Please, someone back me up on this because I read it once, did no more research, and now I'm here. Lobsters. I know we were talking about this on the last HardLore pod. Lobsters don't die. They
They have no natural.
no natural. Yeah, like their DNA.
What do you mean?
They are like they're finding lobsters from that have been marked from like early 1900s that show.
I thought that was jellyfish. Jellyfish are biologically immortal unless like a predator kills them. And lobsters just straight up immortal.
Yeah, that's what they're finding. I saw that too.
So makes me feel a little bad eating them sometimes.
None of my
So
business.
great. Yeah.
Whatever's going on in the ocean is none of my concern.
Doing them a favor then, because otherwise it'd be overrun with lobsters. That's my excuse.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, thanks, boys. Shout out Oakland. Shout out Oakland Metro. Fucking Tsunami.
Oh, yeah.
We got Drain. All those guys. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You wait. Mr. Jean Jacket is coming to ask us. What's your name?
My name's Josh. First of all, I pay my tall guy tax in sciatica, not with actual cash.
It's good. Pain is okay. Pain, we'll say pain.
Been in and out of like chiropractic and everything. It doesn't even help. I think
Doesn't
it's more.
make.
What's your body count though?
I'll just say double digits. I mean, I think.
Yeah, there we go. You're paying.
How tall are you?
Sorry, it comes with it.
You're 6'5"?
Fuck off.
This is
The amount of times that's the response to me actually saying like.
Yeah, you don't. from afar.
This angle is deceptive. I don't want to stand up now.
Yeah, no.
You ever sit in the middle seat?
No,
Good.
no, I'm not that bad. Like
Good.
even when I'm in the front seat, I would try to pull my seat up as much as I can.
Yeah.
And I'm just scrunched up. You're like, you okay? I'm like, yeah.
No.
Me too,
But,
dude. It's so rare to meet another 6'5" guy. It's crazy.
what you got for us?
Well, my question was because I've been a drummer and seeing Craig play has made me want to quit playing drums. And I just wanted to ask each one of you guys, like, has there been a performance where you guys consider just throwing in the towel, being like, no frickin' way, I'm not even doing this?
Like of our own or of a peer or something?
Anybody?
Anybody?
Yeah.
There's an album called Disharmony that was close to the end there for all things. What about you guys?
The tour I did with a broken back when my legs just straight up weren't working, I was like, I'm gonna stop doing this.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same
Thing. Your back broke my heart. You know?
In terms of like seeing other drummers, nothing's really made me want to stop playing. But in doing the podcast, I recently interviewed this guy Tosh that they get to fill in for like Machine Gun Kelly, Fall Out Boy, and all this shit. And like off the record, he's like 23. That's not off the record. That's on the record. But off the record, he told me how much money he was making, and I was like, "Oh my!" If someone had told me what he was doing at 23, when I was 23, I would have just immediately stopped.
Yeah.
It's like that is not
Can you do like tricks and stuff?
me.
Yeah.
I can do no. I fucking hate all of that.
But
I got one.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say you do a thing where you will kind of, if it's a 4/4, you'll like play off on purpose. I don't know how else to describe
Being
it,
out of time.
but it's so cool. I think
I don't know what like a beat thing or a movement thing.
you'll like. God, I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but if the beat is boots, you'll like boots,
Oh yeah, like the
You'll just do shit in the middle of a groove that I think is really cool.
metric modulation. Thank you.
Oh.
Appreciate that.
I'm just being honest up here.
Thank you.
Great question.
Thanks. Go Bills.
Thank you.
Now he looks tall. He looks very tall now.
I got a piece.
Duo.
We got the Boyga family. What's up, y'all?
Oh wow,
Look at that shirt.
a Wolf Note shirt.
That was Bo's solo project band. Wolfnote is how you actually.
Everyone always wears your stuff, so we figured.
I love it.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, y'all.
Jonathan swears that this is not an emo band, but it spoke to my emo soul.
Oh, it's probably the most emotional I've ever been in my whole life, brother.
My question, because you've explicitly mentioned it before.
Uh-oh.
What, and this goes out to anybody if you've seen the show, of the four, the best Christmas cut episode from the OC?
This is all you.
Am I wrong in that the Wonder Woman outfit one is a Christmas
That
episode?
the first one.
That's the best one.
Okay.
100%. That makes the whole show. Because Summer finally reciprocates Seth's feelings a little bit, enough where that he sees hope in it. But Anna's there.
And then in season.
And Anna's establishing herself as the female version of Seth and thus the perfect counterpart for him.
And then she even goes back to him. You had me as Wonder Woman, and you let me go.
But then you know, opposites attract, and there's something beautiful to that. And then you realize that Summer and Seth were meant to be all along, which really leads to a terrible last season.
Oh, yeah.
Great finale because of the way things come back around. Great show.
Yes. Awesome.
Great question.
Thank you.
Great question.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Rihanna.
America, baby. Television. You guys got Boobs and Bush on NBC there. We got beautiful network scripted dramas.
Howdy, partner. What's your name?
Colin, I'm Ron.
Ron.
Colin and Bo, this is specifically for you. As a former straight edge,
Oh, God.
my young stepson is here, embarrassed of me. Sell him on being straight edge for life.
How old is he?
Right now, 14.
14 is when I claimed edge, younger stepson. What's his name?
That's just called obeying the law.
No.
No.
That's the goofiest thing. That's the goofiest thing.
It is, but I was never more impressionable than I was from 14 to 21, you know?
I was never around more like
Also, tell me
years in my friends' parents' garages than when we were kids. Come on. Here's the thing.
I said Adolf out of context. What are you going to call your band? Adolf. That's not going anywhere.
Here's the thing about straight edge at a young age. I think we can both agree. You were 14, I was 13. I think there is probably no more greater influence on the person I turned out to be, but it has very little, in my opinion, to actually do with like minor threat or like knowing some bullshit. It was just like this group of people and this style of music that I identified with and I found sanctity in. And I think if you can identify with that and you can find a place to relieve yourself, maybe some pressures that you might be feeling. What do they got now? Vapes? They got vapes all over the place.
Dude. Yeah.
You know?
You vapists. You're tearing society apart.
Steer clear of that vape. Go to shows. Listen to Earth Crisis.
It's really, yeah. Thank you, Ron. It's a deeply personal thing. So if you personally feel like that's the thing for you. Also, my dad smokes more weed than any living person. And he'll be ripping, he'll be like, straight edge, best, man.
Yeah, that's the thing though, isn't it? Like California sober? Something.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah, but caffeine? You caffeine?
Don't start with me. Caffeine rules. It doesn't affect my smoke.
But I wish I could smoke weed, and I think if I smoked weed, I wouldn't drink. But I can't do weed because I'm crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Annoying, yeah.
Heard that. That you're crazy. Come on up. What does that say? I can't read. Forgot.
I think it says Pavel. It's an Eastern Europe
Hamilton?
t-shirt.
Yes, sir.
Very cool. What's your name?
My name's Ryan.
Ryan, nice to meet you.
What's going on, Tom? What's going on, Bo?
Hey.
What's going on, Craig?
Nice.
What's going on?
Nailed it. What you got for us?
I have a couple things, actually.
Let's do it.
So this is for everyone, but mostly for the HardLore duo. You guys performed a lot in this beautiful city of Buffalo, New York. A lot of venues, a lot of times over the years. What are some favorite memories from here, just at shows or just off or anything like that?
The funeral home was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Funeral home was really sick. One time, I was playing with a full stack with a JCM 800 that I just got. Jordan, I just got it. Yeah, I had literally that weekend, and the stage was rocking, and the whole fucking full stack fell off the back of the stage. The input jack broke at the head. It was a fucking mess. I got that head from the Gin Blossoms. Yeah, it's a sick head. I never took it on tour ever again. That was it lived and died at the funeral home only. But that venue was sick.
It was. There was Evan, maybe you were there. You can confirm. There was I think it was the Code Orange tour. There was a venue where there's an upstairs stage and a downstairs stage. The waiting room. So we're playing the waiting room, have the best set we've ever had in Buffalo. Downstairs, there is a funeral memorial karaoke night for this guy.
Fuck.
Who apparently listened to nothing but fucking bangers. So all his friends are doing like, fucking love you, dude. And then they're ripping into like Collective Soul and like Alice in Chains. Like, they must have been a straight up like karaoke club.
Yeah, true.
Everybody ripped it. So after we played, I'm there all night at this guy's funeral. Watching every single one of his friends sing all of my favorite songs. So shout out to that guy. He died. Buffalo. Big Buffalo guy?
It all blurs into one for me. The cold bit of America, I put this in there. Chicago and this, where else? Canada. That's all one thing to me. So I lump it all in. Love it all.
Beautiful.
That's it. I've got nothing.
That's Great Lakes, baby.
You got snow there in the UK?
Fuck yeah. We've got so much snow.
Cool.
Every time I've ever been to Buffalo, though, it's been snowing. Every time.
It
I
just
don't know if
feels
summer
like
exists.
Christmas. It feels like it feels.
Is it year round? Like I actually don't know. Is this like Alaska?
Yeah.
There we go.
This is part of Alaska.
Snow is my favourite bit.
Beautiful.
Before I go,
Yeah.
speaking of member of the audience, Evan, what movie did you see with Evan, Colin?
What did we see together, Evan? Was it Justice League? What a piece of shit, huh? Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds was good. That was that Anton Yelkin's last movie? Is that who was in it?
Yeah, not this shit.
Yeah. That sounds like him. I thought about a thing that Kale did, and this is we just
Yep.
I'll get there. I'll be all right. We just passed the one. Forgets me. 1 year anniversary of him passing, but there's something that he used to do all the time. He couldn't hear at all. It was awesome. Deeply damn. He had the hearing of like a 90-year-old man or something, like scientifically proven. And he would do this thing where he would be looking at you, smiling and nodding while you were talking. Like, just say something.
Yeah. After this, I think we're gonna get some wings. Probably. I got to pee so bad.
What? So that was it.
That's a Kale.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for making me cry. Woo. Got a couple more. Got time for a few more here. Hello again.
Again,
State.
you in Brooklyn.
I know. Nice to see you. Good. You want to state your name for the world?
I'm Carissa. So there's always a lot of discourse on the internet. I know that's surprising.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's news to me. But I want to know for all of you, what is one thing that is not by definition hardcore, alternative, that you would consider hardcore adjacent?
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, there's stuff, there's like Title Fight is an obvious one.
Oh, you mean musical?
Music, any piece of media, could be anything.
Oh, okay.
Power tools.
Power tools?
Big time. Yeah.
They're so sick, bro.
Dude.
What do you got at home?
Listen, I gotta tell you this.
You're a Milwaukee man?
Yeah, I know you're a big TikTok shop guy.
Yeah.
So I got 2 Ryobi drills.
Yeah, right.
2, same drill.
Uh-huh.
But they got me with this fucking electric screwdriver ad.
I love it.
Dude, you know the ad where they're like, feel bad for anybody that paid full price for this because it's less than a cup of coffee now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got you.
Watch that and I go, this is an incredible deal.
Yeah.
You got fully influenced.
Obviously, I need this.
Yeah.
So I buy this fucking electric screwdriver, and then I'm building my PC and realizing the drill. Well, first of all, you shouldn't drill this. I didn't know till after that you're not supposed to drill while you're building your PC. That it can't fit on the stuff. It's too thick to get to these screws. But this electric screwdriver,
yes, sir,
like a fucking glove, like a little perfect little glove. So if you're on the TikTok shop and you get an ad for this stupid little electric screwdriver, just know it's not stupid at all, and your life will be different after.
Power tools.
I'm saying power tools, and I'm putting power washing in there as well because that's so sick.
Yeah.
Even like just a real good shower spray that will get rid of all the get rid of all the gunk and stuff. You see it like bubbling and it does all the work. To me,
that's a great answer.
To me, that's adjacent to heavy music.
You're sick. What do you got?
It's pretty hardcore adjacent, I would say.
Yeah. What do you got? You got nothing?
I listed off Title Fight. And then
that's a band. You got to name an object. Let me think of an object.
Oh, just an object.
Yeah, like a thing, like something that's like, damn, it's pretty HC.
Really good bowl of ramen.
That's fucking way better than any.
Oh, no parking, double stairwell, no loaders. That's about as.
I'm just thinking of things that I would mosh to that are not music.
Yeah.
Like when you get a really fucking good bowl of ramen, and I could fucking mosh.
Ooh.
You know what never happens, but happened to us for the first time? You know when you get, you have a connecting flight?
Done about 10 this week.
Okay, so that connecting flight is never anywhere near where you currently landed. Sometimes it's the next gate over. Once in a lifetime, it's the next gate over. And Mac and I damn near about cried yesterday.
What'd you do with all your time?
Don't worry about it.
Travel.
Don't worry about what we did.
The worst thing about that, if you're talking about it touring, is when you talk to people who don't tour, and they're like, "Oh, connected flight, that's not so bad." They don't realize, like, if you're doing a big tour, there's many climates, and you got to wear that big jacket in the airport.
Yeah.
Even if it's summer, if you're ending up in somewhere that's cold, you have to wear the big jacket. So the airport becomes this whole just sweat fest.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're doing.
I set off every detector because I'm sweating so profusely.
Every airport,
Sweat
airplane, public place on the earth should be 64 degrees. Thank you.
There's a moshable object.
Yeah.
A fucking air conditioner.
Yeah.
You got me psyched to finally have one of those.
It's top fucking 5.
Okay.
It's the things that are my US things, and it's number 1 is love. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Beautiful.
Number 2 is air conditioning.
Yeah.
We don't have it. Number 3 is being able to dry my clothes.
Oh,
We don't have dryers in the
yeah.
UK.
People don't believe us when we say this.
Real.
We literally don't have
We're
dryers.
all privileged.
And then 5% vapes and Red 40. Both of those are illegal in the UK for good reason.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks.
We're happy to have you. That was a great question.
Good question.
Thank you.
Air conditioning and power tools. And tunnel fight.
All right, thanks, fellas.
Thank you so much. All right, we got one more.
One more.
Didn't make this the best one.
I hope so.
Okay, what's your
I'm
name?
trying to make it quick. I'm John.
John, nice to meet you.
So this is for everybody, primarily Colin, but everybody can answer. But I know that you used to, in your old podcast, used to talk a lot about like comic books and stuff like that, and like, you know, the MCU, DCU, and everything. What do you think of the current state of the MCU at the moment?
It's bleak.
What is
Wolverine,
something that you would
Deadpool Wolverine is, I think, one of the worst things to ever happen. To humanity, not in like a movie.
Okay. That's fair.
What was the thing you just said there is the worst thing?
Deadpool and Wolverine, the movie?
Yeah, see,
You loved it.
no, I'm not. I don't know anything
Okay.
about this shit. But I watched Deadpool 1 and I watched Deadpool 2.
I like both.
Loved them.
Yeah.
And then I watched the third one and I needed to have watched apparently 450 other films to understand any reference in the
The
movie.
craziest part is if you had seen everything, you would have seen that half the movie is Loki season 1 again.
So I assumed, wrongly, stupidly, that if I watched the first and the second film of a trilogy,
You got it all
the
wrong.
third one would make sense.
No, you gotta watch the 8 X-Men.
That's
you gotta
right.
watch. You gotta.
Which is why I'm kind of
watching
watching
it season 1 because it's half the fucking movie.
Guess what? I enjoy it when I watch a Marvel film, but like it's honestly, and I hate to be like the fucking communist guy, but like the capitalism of like, let's just make them watch this movie and this movie and this movie just fucking is all I see when I see it. Wait for the credits and then they'll tell you which movie to watch next. I love that people love them and I wish I could love them. I'm cupping my mic and now I'm in a mosh.
I think it started as like the fun of that was like pre-Disney. Disney wasn't involved until the first Captain America, I believe, or put like during the promotion of the first Captain America.
That's where it
was like, holy shit, these are working. I guess we'll keep making them. I think Disney Plus as an entity was the beginning of the downfall.
Yeah.
Because it was like, let's make 10 fucking
all at once.
just crap, absolute crap. I don't know.
Is there anything you're looking forward to coming up?
The Batman 2.
That's great.
In a world of dog shit and poop and pee, there's the Batman that is somehow just a masterpiece.
Wait, well,
hit me.
Rank the Batman for me.
The actors or the movies?
The movies.
I would go with the Batman.
Number one.
With a bullet, easy.
Absolutely fucking.
Oh, he's,
Batman Begins.
he's
Number 2.
Batman Begins, yeah.
I would go.
I go Begins over Dark Knight.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
All day. I would go Batman 89, third.
When was the last time you watched it?
Recently, I see it. What you're about to say, I feel about Batman Returns. I think it actually stinks.
See, I think Batman Returns is better than.
No, you're goth washed. I get it.
Fully.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer is Michelle Pfeiffer. I get it. That makes the movie good. But as a Batman story, it's a piece of shit. Christopher Walken as the mayor, hilarious.
Oh, so you're like real comic book guy.
I want my
That's
Bat.
why you liked.
He's
the
flipping off a rubber mask.
Yeah.
I could shoot him in the head.
I think that's why I didn't like the Batman that much. I didn't mind it on the second watch, but it's like I read Batman comics, but like
comic people are like, he's a detective, really? He's not half
He's the world's
bad."
greatest detective.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Good for you. Good for them. It's number one.
So Batman 89, number 3. What's after that? I would say Dark Knight's probably
Dark Knight.
number 4. What's left?
Val Kilmer, Batman.
Batman and Robin.
Batman Forever is 5.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take Riddler over the Penguin?
100%.
What about Rises?
About what?
Dark Knight
Dark
Rises.
Knight Rises is pretty low.
Really?
I would put it above Batman and Robin. So I'd probably put Dark Knight Rises number 6. Batman and Robin is better than Batman Returns.
Wait, as a comic book fan,
Yeah.
did you not feel any kind of justice for Bane from the comics versus the Batman and Robin version? Because when I was a kid...
With Uma Thurman, that's right.
Yeah, but what feels more like a comic book? Batman and Robin or The Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah, but it wasn't accurate to the comic Bane. As we
visually-
established, I love big men.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I loved Batman, I loved Bane, and I was like, oh, Bane's going to be in a movie, and then Batman and Robin came out, and they made him this dumb, like, just couldn't even speak or whatever.
But he's juiced up and he's huge.
He's not that huge in it, though.
Well, to me, at that age, he's massive. You know? I remember him being gigantic. He's bigger than Tom Hardy.
Yeah, but he wasn't evil and clever enough. I thought maybe you'd got the same when the Christopher Nolan one where Bane came out. The kid in me was like, oh, justice.
Well, I like that he is cool. He's well done. I like the voice choice. That was cool. I like him actually doing the Nightfall thing and breaking his back. That's awesome. I think the movie, that's fine. I don't like that Batman's girlfriend dies and then I'm retired. That Batman would do that. Batman would fight harder because of that. The whole reason it's out there.
No, I don't want to get this into a Batman thing, but isn't The Dark Knight Returns? That's the same. The cop shit. Frank Miller comic.
Yeah, but dude, he's like 80 years old in that.
Is he?
Yes, he's old.
See what you've done?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And also me being like, oh, I'm not into comics, and then being like, yeah, but in the 1989 Frank Miller Batman, it lives in me.
And then you got Batman Beyond, where he's training young Terry McGinnis because he's done. It's beautiful. Give me that. Give me that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Anyway, Batman Returns is the worst.
Good question.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good question. It's good. Anyway,
I'm gonna piss my fucking pants.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to...
I think that was HardLore and The Downbeat, right?
Yeah, we're 36 minutes over what they scheduled us to do.
Good. Pretty good. We wish you all a very Merry Blissmas. We
Make sure you go to the show later on. Make sure you go to the show tomorrow.
They're going to the show. But it's pretty incredible what Better Lovers has managed to do within just a few short years. We know Buffalo obviously missed the spirit of Every Time I Die. It will live forever here. Legendary band. Better Lovers is continuing the legacy here. And now we've got Blissmas, baby.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks to HardLore for having me on their podcast.
No.
I just have to. I walked into this like, I'm just coming on your podcast.
Craig, let's do this again sometime.
Let's get a pick, everybody.
not doing it
Say
for
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Have a great
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.